Rise and shine, it's Clee's time. Today we're going to make our own kind of crunch wraps, hillbilly style. Stay tuned, let's get started. What I did here before I started the video, I just cut up a tater and then I just turned it into hash browns like that, just so we got a little bit of crisp in there. And take those out so that way they don't overcook. And then these crunch wraps, what we're going to do is we're going to have potato on the bottom for some nice crunch. Then we're going to do sausage, egg, and cheese. Of course, I'm using my homemade sausage recipe. Lots of these guys out there. This all mixes in with the hash browns. That ain't no big deal. You can see here. Make a nice size. Now I'm making 2 of these today. And see, ahead of time also I made up a bunch of my sausage. I'm going to get these guys cooked up and I'll be right back. Alright, now got these sausage patties nice and kind of cooked up. How light they are, I guess I went a little light on the seasoning. Didn't really measure today. Sometimes you just do the seasoning by heart. Break that guy. Yeah, those are done. Put those in with the taters. Now, last thing to do is just cook up some eggs. I'm gonna go ahead and scramble up these guys real quick, just because they're all part of the food that's in here. It was all mixed around. The nice thing about eggs is they absorb all of the extra things that you cooked in here. So it's going to get some of the sausage. It's going to get some of the taters. It's going to get some of the oil. It's going to add to all the goodness of it. And while those are cooking up, I'm going to show you a secret here. Right here, I have it's just water and flour, just making like um, paper mache paste, like when you were younger. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put these because I want to get a really big crunch wrap. I don't want to have I could make some small crunch wraps. What I'm going to do is I'm just putting it on here, and then that way, once I start cooking the crunch wrap, it's going to glue them all together. So that way, I'm going to have this big base here of 3, and like I said, I'm making 2 of them. So I'm taking a hard taco shell. I'll break that guy in half. Put that on top for some crunch, and then I'm gonna kind of layer it with everything else that's in there. But this will be just a second on these eggs. That way you get some sausage, get some potato, some sausage, potato, egg, and of course cheese. You gotta have cheese and everything. It's gonna be just 1 second, and we'll start assembling these. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the sausage here. I'm gonna put that guy down and take a bowl here. Put a good amount of the taters on there. Get that nice and divided up. maybe a smidge more. Take some of our eggs. And of course, you always gotta have cheese. Everybody loves cheese. Put some cheese in there. And then I fold it up. Now what we're gonna do, since we're trying to cook this is what it's gonna look like. You're gonna put it down like this. Gonna hold it down. So then that way, those sides, and then what we can actually do is get some, like on here, so I'm just getting some more of that paste on there, and get some on there, but you don't want to do too much because you don't want it to get kind of soggy. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna cook that. And then the heat is actually combine them all together. I'm gonna get my pancake flipper for this. We're gonna cook that all together so that way we got one big old kind of crunch wrap there. Maybe I could have toasted up a little bit. Once give me just a minute to get this out, and I'll give it a taste test, and we'll go from there. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. I enjoyed making it. This is a hillbilly style crunch wrap. I did forget to put the crunch in here on the crunch wrap, but you can see it's nice and held together. It's nice and toasty, just like the ones that you get out there. Now let's go ahead and let's take a bite. That's so good. If you like this video, like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.